friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And it is cold out today here, so not only do you get the beanie, but I'm also rocking the hoodie because I had the girls out in the yard and I am still defrosting. So what I have for you today are movies that are on the 4K wish list for 2024. Now, when I say the wish list, I mean our combined wish list. These are movies, some that I picked and some that I saw over and over and over again in the community comments. So remember, if you have a movie pick for a physical media upgrade, 4K, Blu-ray, whatever, make sure you leave it in the comments because you'll probably see it in an upcoming video. And I think this is so much fun, and I love how it's becoming a community project and you guys seem to really enjoy it. Now, I understand that not everyone is into 4K, and that's fine. I am not saying that 4K is the end all. I'm just saying that I think these are movies, and the community feels some of these movies are ones that could benefit from being on the 4K platform. And if you're not into 4K, that's totally fine. Watch what you enjoy. I always say that. No gatekeeping allowed. So I'm just going to get into it with my first one, which is a Quentin Tarantino film. And I know I talked about Kill Bill 1 and 2 in the last physical media upgrade video, and I also mistakenly said Inglourious Basterds needed a 4K. I totally blanked and forgot that it already had one, but I know Django Unchained does not, and it could use one because this is a fantastic movie. I mean, anything from Quentin Tarantino that doesn't have the 4K upgrade would definitely benefit from it, and I think Django Unchained is one that I think a lot of people would really be happy to see this one get a 4K upgrade. So let's go. Let's get it on the list. I haven't seen any projected dates. I haven't heard any rumbling, so let's hope that 2024 is the year for Django Unchained. Now this one, I love this movie so much, and I don't know if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's a post-apocalyptic movie starring Denzel Washington and Gary Oldman. It is the Book of Eli, and I just love everything about this movie. I love the tone, I love the vibe, I love the whole, like, the darkness, even though it's not in the dark, but it's like got that dark vibe going, and you know, it's post-apocalyptic, you know what it's all about. But the fact that a lot of this is shot outside because he's walking, I think would really lend itself to the 4K platform. I also think we'd see a lot more details in the things that he's passing and the wreckages, and when he gets to places where there are remnants of buildings and whatnot. I think that it would look really fantastic on the 4K platform. So Book of Eli is my next pick. Now this is one, you guys are going wild for this one, and I totally get it. This is an awesome movie from 1976. It stars Walter Matthau, and it is The Bad News Bears. I can't tell you how many times I saw this in the comment section for a 4K upgrade, and you guys nailed it. You're right. So Bad News Bears 76 had to be in this video, so here it is. And this next one, this comes from a Coen Brothers Blu-ray set, but I think that this particular Blu-ray isn't the greatest transfer. It's a great movie, and I definitely think it would benefit from a 4K, 4K restoration. It's Nicolas Cage and Holly Hunter in Raising Arizona, and I mean, come on, how much fun is this movie? And it would look fantastic in 4K. It would look fantastic with a cleaned up Blu-ray. And we can just hope maybe we'll get a Coen Brothers 4K box to replace the one that I have. I think it is Raising Arizona. Well, we already got Fargo, but there's a few movies in here. It's a fun box set. But I really do think Raising Arizona is the one that just really stands out as the Blu-ray transfer that needs the most attention at this point. So it's a great movie. It's a lot of fun, and it would look fantastic on 4K. So that's my next one. And this one showed up quite a bit in the comments. And yeah, I have to agree. And it's Fight Club. And I definitely think that this one would do fantastic on 4K. I think people would be lining up to buy this one. We have a bunch of steelbooks. I don't necessarily think we need any more steelbooks for this one. I think there's plenty, and the last one they did is absolutely beautiful. I should have actually brought it on the table here because it's a beautiful steelbook, but I think just a 4K upgrade for Fight Club would be phenomenal, and I just think it would look great, and the colors would pop, and the dark scenes when they're in the basement of the place and fighting, I think it would just, you know, it lends itself to the 4K platform, and I think it would look great. So Fight Club is another one, and very popular in the comments. Okay, and next up we have another one that was all over the comment section, and you guys are not wrong. It's Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood, and this is about, at the turn of the century, some oil prospectors that, a father and son team, and this is mostly set outside, so I think it would look amazing on the 4K platform, especially when you get to where there's fire and explosions and different things, and you know, a lot of the things are made of wood, so you have the details in the wood and things like that, that you would show these, it shows the depth and the details and all the little imperfections in things. And I love that about 4K, especially movies that are set outside. I think they really thrive on the 4K platform, and this is such a fantastic and popular movie. I think it would do really well, and I can't see any reason why. We have no rumblings of this. I have heard nothing about this coming to 4K. I mean, I think other than people hoping, I haven't heard any dates about it. And this is a Paramount title. Paramount, come on, what are you doing? Get on this. And this next one, this was actually mentioned in the comments, and I was really surprised because I had recently given it a rewatch, and it is Steven Spielberg's first theatrical film. It's Goldie Hawn in The Sugarland Express, and this is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? Get on it and see this movie. The Blu-ray is not bad, but it could definitely use a refresh. I think it's from 1974. And it's based on true events. Goldie Hawn plays a woman who is trying to put her family back together, and she does so by trying to breaking her husband out of jail, and then of course they're on the run. But this is a great movie, so whether it gets a 4K or not, definitely see the Blu-ray. Not much in the way of special features, but any of these older films that get the 4K upgrade, and again, it's another one that's primarily outside, and you have a lot of scenery and a lot of road chases. They do really well on the 4K platform if they are done, if care is taken when they do the transfer cleanup. But I think this one would do fantastic, and it's a really, really great movie. So if you haven't seen Sugarland Express, definitely put it on your list to see. And let's hope we get a date for a 4K transfer. Upgrade, I should say. Now this one was another one that was very popular in the comments, and I'm right there with you. This is one of my top 5 Denzel movies of all time, and it's Man on Fire. I mean, what can I say about this that hasn't already been said? And again, it's not that this is a bad transfer. I just think that it would look so good on a 4K upgrade with a cleanup and maybe some more special features. I don't think this one isn't. I haven't opened this copy yet. This is a newer copy, but I mean, there's not really anything by the way of special features. These are pretty bare bones releases when you get them, but it would be nice to see some special features, maybe a 4K, maybe like a 4K Arrow box set with a book and some features. And this is a very popular film from Denzel Washington. Not that all his films aren't popular, but this is one that people really, really like, and I think it deserves more love and attention, and it would do really well, and it would look fantastic on the 4K platform. And this is one that actually showed up. I was really surprised at how much this one showed up, because I feel that this is probably one of the most underrated Tom Cruise movies out there, but it is absolutely fantastic, and it's called The Last Samurai. And basically it takes place during, I believe, Civil War times. Yeah, he's a Civil War captain. He's a hero, and he's a captain, and he wants to go to Japan to fight the samurai, and what ends up happening is he ends up living with them and training with them, and it's an amazing movie. It's a great action movie, as you would expect from Tom Cruise, but the scenery is absolutely stunning. It's a beautifully shot movie. The cinematography is unbelievable. The action scenes are great, and anything with Tom Cruise is going to be fantastic as far as stunts and action and things like that, but this would look absolutely beautiful on 4K, because if you've ever seen things that are shot in Japan or in a Japanese themed setting, it's going to look beautiful, because everything they do is beautiful. So I think that this is one that I was really, really happy to see in the comments, and pleasantly surprised, because I think this is often forgot about. But let's get on it. Warner Brothers, come on, Warner, what are you doing? Put it out on 4K. Okay, and this next one is one that I actually have some high hopes for, and it's for 2 reasons. Number one, it's Universal. It's a Universal title, and Universal has been putting out some really nice 4Ks, and also it stars Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy titles have been showing up on the 4K platform, getting restorations, new transfers, nice releases, upgraded releases with special features, and this one stars Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence in Life, and this is a fantastic movie about 2 friends who get thrown into jail, and we follow them on their journey of doing life in prison, and we follow the ebbs and flows of their friendship. This is a fantastic movie, and the fact that, again, a lot of this takes place outside. It's they're down south and they're on the chain gangs and the whole thing, so a lot of it takes place outside, and with the scenery and the outside settings, a lot of these films look really fantastic on 4K. So Life is one that I would love to see get an upgrade, and if you haven't seen Life, again, what are you doing? Look at this one, because the Blu-ray isn't bad, but it could definitely use a 4K upgrade. But either way, see Life, whether it gets a 4K or not. Now this one I just rewatched this week, and I forgot how much I absolutely love this movie, and this would look amazing in 4K, and I'll explain to you why. But it stars Tobey Maguire, Jeff Daniels, Joan Allen, William H. Macy, J.T. Walsh, and Reese Witherspoon, and it is called Pleasantville. And again, if you have not seen this movie, definitely check this out. Now, this Blu-ray does not look bad at all. It's a really good Blu-ray. It has some decent special features in it. It is from, I'm trying to see when it's from. It looks like 1998. So it's a little bit of a little older movie. But the thing about this one is these guys play brother and sister. And there is this television show that's in black and white called Pleasantville. And this is for the people who don't know. And somehow it kind of reminds me of like a Back to the Future vibe. They end up in the TV within the TV show that's black and white. But the cool thing is that in the black and white TV show, there are also times when there are pops of color. And I just think the mix of the modern parts of the movie that are in color and the black and white of the TV show that they end up in, and the mixing of a little bit of color eventually into the black and white show, I think would be amazing. It would look gorgeous on 4K if it was done correctly. Now, I don't know if this one has a big, this is New Line Cinema. May or may not happen, I don't know. Again, I haven't heard any rumblings of it. I barely even hear people talk about this anymore. But this is such a fun movie, and I think this could really show what 4K can do for a movie, and I think it would look absolutely fabulous. So if you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out because it's a lot of fun. And like I said, it kind of has that Back to the Future vibe, and you'll understand when you see it. But I think it also, the way it's shot, the cinematography, would lend itself to an amazing 4K transfer if it was done properly. So Pleasantville is my next pick. Now, this is another one that you guys were really going after in the comments, and I agree with you. It is Last of the Mohicans. And again, I can't argue. I think this would look fantastic in 4K. I can't believe it hasn't gotten a 4K release yet. It is from, oh, well, now I know why, 20th Century Fox. Disney probably owns it now. So I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I think it's highly deserving. I think it would look amazing. I think it would look gorgeous on 4K. It's a new copy, so I haven't seen it in a while, but I just remember this being, the cinematography is beautiful, so I would hope that maybe it would get a 4K release, but now that I see that it's a 20th Century Fox title, maybe not going to happen, but we can wish, right? This is called a wish list, so Last of the Mohicans had to be on here. Now, these two are picks of mine, and I put them together because they're companion pieces. It's Baraka, which you've heard me talk about, and Samsara. Baraka was shot first, Samsara was shot second, and they're kind of both about the same thing. They are shot all around the world. It's video from all around the world showing different customs, different ways of life, different clothing. You're traveling through life, and it's set to beautiful music and really cool cinematography. The thing that stands out about these movies and why I think they would look so amazing on 4K is because these movies were actually shot on 8K and downgraded to be Blu-rays. And the Blu-rays are stunning, but if it's shot in 8K, that's the source material they have to work with. Imagine what it would look like in 4K. These are gorgeous movies. If you have not seen them and you just want to chill out and relax and see sights from around the world that you would never otherwise have the opportunity to see, definitely check out Baraka. I would say this is my number one pick. Samsara is good. I just didn't connect with it as much as Baraka, but they're both equally fantastic, and they're just stunning, like stunning on the eye. So you can't go wrong with either one. I would pick up both, but I put them together because I always clump them together, and I think that them in a little like a box set, maybe a book about the process of traveling around the world to get these particular video clips that I don't even know how they got the video clips. I would love to read more about the process of making these films, where they went, where they shot them. Just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film work. So definitely check those out. And this next one is a personal favorite of mine, and it's Brad Pitt in 7 Years in Tibet. This is based on a true story. I'm sure there were creative liberties taken, as there always are, but this is based on an Austrian climber, and his name is Heinrich, and it was a true events that happened. He got stuck. He was out climbing, and he ends up getting stuck, and he finds himself in Tibet, where he becomes friends with a very, very young man who is actually the Dalai Lama, and this is about their friendship during his stay in Tibet and beyond. They stayed friends for their lifetime, and it's just a beautiful movie. The setting is gorgeous. The set design is beautiful. I don't know where they shot it, but it is gorgeous. So I think this would be a stellar, stunning 4K release. And like I said, not like the other ones, not that this is a bad Blu-ray at all. I would just love to see a movie like this that's primarily shot outdoors in a beautiful setting with all kinds of colors and elaborate costumes and all kinds of things. I would love to see it look the best that it can look, and I think this would look phenomenal. I'm trying to see what year this is from. I don't know if I can see it quick enough. I'm not going to make you wait, but there's really not a lot of, there's really no special features, and I would love to see more about this. I have the book, but I would like to see a little booklet about more about their friendship and the real people in the story, and how they stayed in contact, and all that stuff, and how they filmed this. I would love to see everything about it. I want to know everything about films when I love them, and this is one of them. So 7 Years in Tibet is on my list. Is one. I don't think this even has a Blu-ray in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. It's part of my imprint collection. I did show it. It's from 2002. It's their Spine 190. It's called City of God. It is based on a true story, and it takes place in the slums of Rio de Janeiro. So a lot of people go on holidays there, vacations, and they think Rio de Janeiro, beautiful, beautiful beach. You know, you can see beautiful beaches and whatnot. But there is a dark side to Rio de Janeiro, and that's where this movie takes place. And like I said, based on a true story, I think this would look amazing in 4K just because of the setting and the outdoors and the whole thing. I just think A to Z, I think this would be an amazing 4K. And I would love to even see it get a Blu-ray release in the States. So like a 4K Blu-ray release in the United States would be fantastic, because this is a really great movie. And if you can get your hand on the, if you can get your hands on the imprint Blu-ray, give it a look. I think it has the standard release coming, and it would just be this. It's just the case, and it comes with a Blu-ray disc. That's it. There's nothing else. That's the only difference. On imprint, you just don't get the box. That's it. You're not missing anything on the inside, because they don't give you anything on the inside. But City of God is my last choice. So I want to thank you guys. Those are my picks and your picks. So I want to thank you for all the titles that you left in the comments that I showed here today in the video. I want to thank you as always for watching the video. You know I appreciate it. I appreciate you taking your time to click on these videos and watch them. If you have more titles for this ongoing community project that we're doing, please leave them in the comments, because as you see, they will show up in future segments of this physical media upgrade, 4K Blu-ray, whatever it's going to be. If you like content like this, where we do community things, collection overviews, movie recommendations, hauls, movie reviews, room tour that's coming, please consider subscribing, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going to upload again. And what is today? Today is Thursday. I'll do something before the end of the weekend. I don't know about Sundays. Everybody seems to be watching football these days. Maybe not this weekend, right? Maybe it's a couple weeks. So maybe Sunday I'll upload something. Anyway, I'm going to call it for now, so I will see you in the next one. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for all your recommendations, and I'm going to catch you in the next one. So for now, that's a wrap.